So. All right. That one. Hey, hey. Yes, I am.
And we have a large Chinese American presence also.
Feel like the bomb about to drop out of the clouds. Another virus going airborne, go hide inside your house. Farmers watching crops die, they drying up with droughts. Angry people forming crowds trying to burn the cities down. This is Armageddon, martial law for our protection. I talk to God, but it's long distance and I lost reception.
Hey guys.
Forest fires and oil spills are the awful lessons. I'm just waiting for the devil to take over heaven.
I was gonna move the camera, but we have really good reception right now, so I think I'm not gonna touch it.
And we dying for survival. We used to fight for peace, we put our flowers in their rifles. Now we're about to be extinct, every man, woman, and child. It's the end of the world, I will do better next time. Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it. If it's the end of the world, I know that I have lived my life to the fullest. Yeah, the fullest. We stood on top of mountains, we've been to space before. We had our dogs and houses, we dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs are dropping, we fought in all the wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do it for? Feels like the end is near, our freedom's disappearing. People playing God, call it genetic engineering. Media misleading us and evil's interfering, while the government we need became the power that we're fearing. Our billionaires are going to space, don't blame them for leaving. Birds are falling out the air, fish washing up on our beaches. This is end times, humans got a deadline. Children are the future till we ruin them with headlines. Should be past their bedtime, but everyone's woke. They told us chase a dollar that made everyone broke. I feel like cryptocurrency is probably our last financial hope. Soon enough the government will leave your bank account froze. Judgment day is coming, you can run or you can stand and fight. Panic in the dark or leave rebellions by the candlelight. This ain't your granddaddy's planet Earth, it's black and white. The end is coming, I'll see y'all in the afterlife. The end of the world, I will do better next time. Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it. If it's the end of the world, I know that I have lived my life to the fullest. Yeah, the fullest. We stood on top of mountains, we've been to space before. We had our dogs and houses, we dug up dinosaurs. We built those
setting up the coffee.
We used to sing this in girls' camp. Isn't that cute?
That is cute.
Aww.
Am I taking you down memory lane?
I haven't heard this since the 70s.
There you go.
Don't forget to smash that like button, hit that share button, subscribe. Come on, y'all. Let's get some Jesus. That's right. One day at a time, girl. It's happening. Come on, Storm. It ain't gonna be
Come on, get over here and pray, Chris. Act like you don't know. He's got a close
Okay. Welcome our visitor to the Freedom Corner, and we're going to start with a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you once again in humility and in supplication, and most of all, with a worshipful heart for our Heavenly Father. He's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and He watches over all things that He had created. This world that He made, and He made us in His image, that we would be like Him. And He wants us to have the love and compassion and humility that He has shown and lived and demonstrated for all the world to see. So Father, we come with a prayerful heart to you this evening. Once again, we pray for our patriots that are being unjustly judged, unjustly jailed, and most of all, that they are separated from their family, from their loved ones, especially in this holiday season. So Father, we ask that your love be sufficient for them, to keep them strong, keep their faith, and feel your love for them as they wait for the day of justice, for the day of freedom, that they will be once again reunited with their family and their loved ones. Father, we ask once again for your protection in this corner, from evil, from any distraction. And we ask that you help unite it in one spirit. We pray and ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, guys. Well, it's been a happening Monday, right? All day it's been exciting. So we're going to start off with a song because, well, Helena's going to say something, then we'll start off with a song. And then the guys will be calling.
Thank you, Tammy. I just want to quickly kind of put out a call to action for AmericanPatriotRelief.org. They're looking for volunteers to help them with promotion, the Jan 6 support hotline, and various other things. So if anybody finds it on their heart to help Jaleese and Mark Middleton, Jaleese is preparing to go to trial, and we're just not sure what is in store for her. So she's trying to get everything planned and organized just in case she's going to have to turn herself in at some point to keep AmericanPatriotRelief.org going. But she's going to need a lot of volunteers and support. And it is an amazing organization, and as most of you know, some of you may not because you don't always tune into the live stream. They are the operators of the January 6th hotline, the Jan 6 hotline. The number for that is saved J6, and it is so incredibly important that we keep that hotline going because every single day we have more arrests and more people that are going to need our help. So if anybody wants to volunteer for AmericanPatriotRelief.org, just go to the website, or you can contact me, or you can contact Jaleese on Twitter, or if you're on Telegram, she's on there as well. But let's see if we can't get this amazing organization some volunteers. Thank you.
Thank you, Helena. Yeah.
Down in Utah, Alabama, in 1965, a young man about 21, no different than you or I. He's catching catfish and getting drunk, but Uncle Sam called. He called him up, send him out to Vietnam. That young man got his life turned upside down, turned his smile into a frown, robbed that king of his crown for an ideal he didn't even know about. He was gambling at the wagon when that army man showed up, and he flashed that pen and paper, and old Fluky he signed up. It's gonna be a big time in the jungle, it's gonna be a firefight, it's gonna be a rumble. Send me out to Vietnam, I'll fight 10 men. I got nothing left in the States for me. I wanna see the world to see. I know that Uncle Sam needs me to fight for an idea I know nothing about. Duffel bags, head to the checkpoint. Welcome to Vietnam, boys. You're in for a hell of a fight. Take it from the ones who know. The army moves slow. Hurry up and wait. Don't sleep late. Learn to hate your brother before you hate your foe. On patrol out in the rice fields, them choppers flew low. Glancing up for the hand signal to tell you where to go. Then the bomb started falling, and they pounded his brain. And he thought about Utah, and who was to blame for sending him to Vietnam.
punk asshole. Me and mine, we gon' make it through the dark days. Take your ass on back down to Park Place before you end up in the deep end where them hungry ass sharks stay. We go hard all day. Been here, done that, that's a given. Outback guns, out country living. If you doubt that, find out, come and get it. We ain't going nowhere. Then I'm about to go swim. These days, my guns stay loaded. My family's a little more close. Sometimes we're barely floating. So please don't rock this boat. But if we tip on over, we won't wash to the shore or sink down to the bottom. We've been here before. We at the bottom, so I'm about to go swim. Y'all can hate it or you can love it, but I promise we ain't budging. If them boys looking scared, someone probably told them we coming. So y'all better get to running, but don't head for them hills. That's where the hell we living. Round here we keep it real, boy. These days my guns stay loaded. My family's a little more close. Sometimes we're barely floating. So please don't rock this boat. But if we slip on over, we won't wash to the shore or sink down to the bottom. 'Cause we've been here before. We can breathe underwater. Been down at the bottom so long. We can breathe underwater. Tell them to bring it on. We can breathe underwater. Been down at the bottom so long. We can breathe underwater. Tell them to bring it on.
It's not hard at all.
Humans been controlled since the day that they were civilized. The truth has been so heavily politicized. If you don't know who's controlling you and killing all the little guys, find out who you're not allowed to criticize. Black folks who were never ever actual slaves, fighting with white folks who ain't actual Nazis. Controlled by rich folks who use the news to make hate, while elite folks control all the political parties. It's a big lie, trying to make you pick sides, trying to make you burn the cities down and kill each other. They got sick minds, big lies, keep on the police so that there's big crime. To take away our freedom, to restore order, they let die. Play with people, turn men into women, make the counterculture mainstream to mix up the system. Change the pronouns, if gender is a spectrum, so is privilege. I know poor white folks and black celebrities with millions. They starve you with a lack of information and only give you facts through a branded corporation. Distort your worldview with an algorithm that changes based on propaganda curated for your engagement. We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Good screens just part of the machine, y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe on my sheep? Nothing's what it seems. Hollywood been rotting your brain, controlling your mouth. You say lit, fleet, bet, cap, they trying to dumb you down. They endorse whatever narrative is popular to shout and use minorities in movies for diversity clout. Two sides on the spectrum, but ain't none of them honest. Took the red pill and the blue pill, spit them both in the garbage. Being woke used to mean you understood you're a target, and now it's having two good legs and never taking a step forward. If you agree, it's free speech. Disagree, it's hate speech. Erase it if it came from anywhere except the mainstream. Trump supporters labeled as the racist, but they can't be. Lincoln was Republican, and that's who ended slavery. Science been politicized, it's easy to see. A mask became a symbol of which side you believe. But you'll never cure a sickness till you cure the greed, because the problem with our natural immunity is it's free. Society is broken, want you locked inside a cubicle, addicted to. And the conspiracy theories labeled as misinformation is just a terrifying truth that scares the hell out of the nation. The system treating you like trash and you got rifles to aim with. Just imagine how they'll treat you when your guns get confiscated. George Orwell, 1984 was his last lecture. George called them thought police, now we call them fact checkers. Government surveillance trying to catch you, they don't ask questions. Mass incarceration equals capital for cash investors. The system isn't broke, it's working fine. Oppressive and chaotic is how it was designed. We ain't doing nothing wrong, there's nothing to hide. While their agenda and intelligence completely classified. They don't teach you rights in school, you never learn them at all. Cause they're easy to remove if you don't know what they are. The only people you can rule are the criminal ones. So they force you into corners till you're breaking the law. We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team. But y'all are sheep, Lucas Green's just part of the machine.
She's 41. Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? Oh, and did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by?
While we have a few minutes before we get our first phone call, I just wanted to talk to you guys for a minute about some things that we have going on in our community. Like the Patriot Mail Project is doing an amazing drive for the kids, and they do this every year. They've done it the last 2 years, and they'll do it this year. And it helps all the families. I know it's helped my family and every other family that is a part of it. It just makes things a lot easier on the people that are so very overwhelmed at this time of year with their loved one being locked away and uncertainty looming on every current turn. So if you could go visit Patriot Mail Project, pick a J6er to write to, find somebody in your state, in your county, whatever, adopt them. You don't have to give them money. You can just write them letters, encouragement, give them hope. That's, these guys want that more than anything. They just want to know that they haven't been forgotten. Patriot Mail Project.
Patriot Mail Project.
Get it right, Roy B.
We were just talking about the news. Don't worry, they have to set me straight.
So far, and we have 162 kids, so we have to keep it going.
Okay, so we have 162 kids this year, which is almost, well, I think that is over double what they had last year. And they've raised $22,000 so far. I think their goal is 50. But regardless, anything that you can give, even if it's $5, that it helps a lot. Every little bit goes a long way. So I know you guys are amazing. Just share that out with all your people, and continue to talk to people about January 6th and about the things that are important to this country, because we have to get uncomfortable and have uncomfortable situational conversations sometimes. It just has to happen. We're not going to get people to vote the way, come out and vote by the masses in a way that will make it impossible for them to cheat if we're all not voting, right? So we have to talk to all of our friends about voting, whether they vote. I don't care how they vote. Just get out and vote. Just get out and vote. I personally am going to vote for Trump because I want to save this country. I feel like there's a lot of things that he hasn't done right, and I feel like he's abandoned his most fervent supporters right here and across the country that are languishing in prisons everywhere. However, I don't see another path. So, I don't. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I want you guys to do what you're going to do. But get out and vote. Go to precinct. What is it? precinctstrategy.com and find out how to get more involved. I know I'm a little bit slow. Sorry, guys. Find out how to get a little bit. Find out how to get involved in your area so that you can, really make a difference. It's easy to make a difference. You just have to get out there and do it. I say that, but it is a little bit anxiety ridden. So if you need a little bit of strength, just get it from.
Oh, you're so busted.
Papa got a brand new bag.
Just giving Oliver some pie.
On the fly, don't play him cheap. Know that big guy. You're the monkey.
That's all he's so spoiled.
How is our vision right now? I can't tell. Because it says I have good reception, but I never know.
I'm so glad you like them Hubble Watch. That's cool. I think it's neat what you're doing. Oh, yay, Tracy, I'm so glad. I think everybody got this today. That's great. And then everybody's from yesterday got mailed out today, but it may not go out until the morning. The girls are still in the back. I did the kiosk, but I had to go and get more mailing supplies today. So they already posted at the post office. But the good thing is I have all the mailing supplies I need for next week. So whatever auction items are won next week, they will definitely be out by Monday before 5. So that's I stocked up. And then Wednesday,
I'm scooting. Sorry.
Sherry and David stay at the campground at 2 p.m. this Wednesday as an option for David, Sherry, and Roger to stay at the campground. What's that, babe? Hot spot. Oh, isn't that weird? That's not AI. You were posting the same thing too many times? More than 3 and they start considering you like a robot.
It was probably 1,000 plus.
But it held for the exact same thing? Oh, wow.
But I've already got my mind gonna get the net full.
I don't know why anyone's using this artificial intelligence. It's insane. We're feeding right into the problem.
Right.
I don't know why people still use TikTok. Knowing that it's feeding our children the narratives that they want their children, they're indoctrinating our children through
Hey,
Hello.
this is Jared Owens.
Hey, Jared. How you
Hey.
doing?
Oh, doing all right. We're running a little behind tonight, so
Well, what the
I just
heck?
wanted to call in and say hi.
How you doing today?
Oh man, pretty chill day. Just little victories. My lawyer finally got it squared away where she could get a hold of me up here.
Oh, good.
She's been having so much trouble. I mean, I don't understand a lot of it, but just every time since I hired her, this has been a month ago, every time she goes to get onto my case or whatever, or however it happens, she puts the motions in or whatever. I don't know how any of it works, but she just keeps hitting these roadblocks, so I think we're past all that, where she can start doing what she needs to do and everything, so.
Your wife is on our live stream and she says hi.
I told him, Rachel.
Oh, my wife?
Yes.
Oh, hey baby, love ya. Oh goodness.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
she sent me a
sweet.
picture today of
Heart, heart.
our son, our 1-year-old, with his grandpa, Rachel's dad, and it is just the cutest thing in the world. Those grandpa years are short anyway, I just want him to be able to get as much of that as he can.
Right.
They never last as long as they should.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my parents have both passed away, so Rachel's parents and they're the perfect grandparents. So
You're hanging in there, Rachel.
we're just so blessed with that. And, man.
It's
Yeah.
awesome that she has a good support system around her. It sounds like y'all have an amazing family.
Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah. The best. Yeah, I guess when I get out of here, I'm going to get to live in Tennessee for a little while.
Nice.
See what that's like. So, yeah, it's beautiful. It's just like the Ozarks in Missouri. It's like straight over, but Rachel always says she's more southern. So, I'm like, Rachel, just because you like too much sugar in your tea doesn't mean you're more southern,
Hey, now, don't mess with the sweet tea.
I know, sweetie.
Hey,
I wish
but
I
the
could
guys
tell
were in
you
here taking a little
anything to make
poll
it better. Just keep the faith.
of how you say this certain city in Kentucky.
Okay.
And I got it right, I guess. Louisville. Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville.
Yeah. And then a handful of them were like, Louisville. I'm like, what's wrong with you people?
Don't they know anything?
We've got all kinds in here. We've got people from sea to shining sea in here.
That's right. They've taken patriots out of their homes.
Every
from
state, every state in the union.
In the union, yeah.
Oh man, they've got everybody. I was teasing with
1,200
Rachel.
of you.
I'm like looking at all these guys, and we're all, we've all been like laborers and blue collar guys like all our life,
Right.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years. Like, if they wanted to keep us out of the Capitol, all they need to do is take the handrails away. We'll never make all those steps. So, they can just save a lot of money and take the handrails out. We all have bad knees, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that, most of you guys are blue collar workers and are the salt of the earth Americans. That's what us true patriots are, is just the everyday Americans that make up this great country. And, they want to suppress us and they want to quiet our voice and we won't let them.
Oh, that's right, man. They want to make us the terrorists, the people that love God and love our country and love our families. And that's just too far out for them. And I never thought I'd see the day that, that acting like that would put you on an FBI list. Jeez Louise.
Well,
oh my gosh.
I never thought I'd see the day that people would go to jail for thought crimes, but as I've been here in D.C. the last several months, I've seen it over and over and over again in court case after court case. And you guys get tried
oh my gosh.
A lot of reasons, but not the crimes that y'all are even charged with. I watched a sentencing the other day when they were concerned more about how the man was arrested than they cared about the charges he was convicted of, and I thought it was gross. You know, and this is absolutely disgusting, and it's a travesty on our nation that more people aren't standing out on this corner every night, and that more people aren't so.
That's right.
Because
Oh my
this
gosh.
is something
Yeah.
worth fighting for, in my opinion.
You know, that's funny because I was reading some news stories, kind of just, we get really sanitized,
Right.
you know, stuff in here. But they said there's an article about Trump. He's going to get discovery in his election fraud, do an air quote case on Monday. And it said, Joyce Vance, a former federal prosecutor, wrote on her civil discourse blog on Sunday that the chief prosecutor, the big, scary, super serious Jack Smith, I added that stuff, will likely focus on Trump's state of mind and his knowledge that his claims of election fraud would lead to violence and unrest. So see, they're focusing on Trump's state of mind and his knowledge. It's like, what happened to the good old days where you had to have like a footprint or a fingerprint or DNA even, you know?
Or
Now
any actual
is,
evidence.
well, yeah. Now evidence is, oh, well, look at his state of mind.
Right, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
weird.
if it was a call to attack our nation's capital, I think more people would have come armed that day. And the fact that they didn't, and they didn't use arms, it tells a lot about the gun-toting populace of America that came to the Capitol that day.
Oh,
If they
yeah,
were here for
yeah.
trouble,
I
they
mean,
would have come prepared. They didn't. They
yeah,
came
worst
with
insurrection
their
ever.
flags and their moms and their sisters and brothers, and you know, they sang God Bless America and they sang the national anthem. I just, how do you compare that with the Summer of Love and say that this is the worst thing that's happened in America since Pearl Harbor? It's fucking disgusting, pardon my French.
Oh man, no, I'm with you. And that's the thing. So they ran that whole Summer of Love deal, and then it's like, you know, so people are like, oh, okay, so this is how you get attention, I guess. You know, this is, if you want to be taken seriously, you got to get a big group together, you know, and then that obviously, they didn't like that. They're the wrong group, I guess. But, you know, I was talking to guys in the county jail. They were talking about what happened in Ferguson, Missouri. And, you know, and they live up there in those communities, and we're talking about, you know, J6 and everything, and they're like, yeah, they did the same thing in Ferguson. You'd have all these guys in the black coats and the face masks, smashing windows and setting fires and stuff, and then running off. I'm like, yeah, that's because those are agent provocateurs, you know, they're just trying to create so much, you know, chaos that,
Right.
you know, people are fearful or people are going to overreact or just,
Well, we saw it in
I don't know why
Kenosha,
they do it.
right? We saw what happened in Kenosha
Oh,
with
yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like when people are come prepared to fight. They come armed, right? I mean, that's
That's right. Well, and it's like the thing, people coming over the border, they're saying, you know, when you're fleeing war, you bring your family with you, but when you're going to war, you go by yourself, and it's all these single fighting age men lined up,
right.
you know, pouring into our country. It's like, hey, big red truck, you know.
they
Can we
even
talk about
say-
this for a second?
They even say it straight out. These men will say, "We're UN soldiers."
Oh, gosh,
So, you
yeah.
know, it's okay. Go to Texas. Go to Chicago. Go to New York. We'll ship you anywhere. Do you need a gas card? Do you need a phone? Do you need insurance? Here, let me send you to this medical specialist.
Oh, yeah.
While veterans are
Man,
homeless on the street.
Yeah, that's the big joke. Oh my gosh.
That's the
I'm
new
getting
world
started
order
on
of
that.
paying people to come into our country for a silent invasion.
Well, I don't know. There's, I guess, I saw a little article that was talking about, I didn't even read it, but it looks like they were talking about relaxing restrictions on, like, citizens helping round up, you know, illegals. I don't know what it was. I shouldn't even say anything on it, but
Well, I know in Texas
Oh,
that they
like
want
in
to
Texas.
deputize the farmers and ranchers out there that are on the border, so that those
Oh,
guys
yeah.
can help defend their own homes because they're being invaded. Like their properties are being
Yeah.
walked through, trampled on. Their crops are getting destroyed. Their cows are getting killed in the middle of the night. Their goats are coming up missing. You know, it's a huge problem.
Yeah. And they've prosecuted some of those guys that have defended their, I saw one guy in particular anyway, that, I don't know if he just fired some warning shots or if he actually got somebody or whatever, but they went and picked him up. I don't know if it's Arizona or Texas or somewhere down through there. And that's scary because that's just like, you know, like that one couple up in St. Louis who were out in their yard and they had their firearms. And, you know, they lost their careers and they got fined and found guilty of all this stuff. Whenever you've got a mad crowd that's already burned and blazed a trail all the way up to your house, and now, like, you're the bad guy.
Because you want to protect your property.
Stay away from my... Yeah, I mean, geez Louise, I don't know.
Well, the government doesn't want us to own anything, or they want to own everything, and us own nothing. So, you know, we should care more for those poor souls than we should our own property. No, I'm sorry, no.
Oh, yeah.
Don't come in my house.
Yeah, but at the same time, all of them are doing really good, living in beachfront properties with 12-foot walls and security guard armed to the teeth. I mean, the ones that don't want us to have guns or don't want us to have walls around our country got the most, you know.
Mm. Well, they're hypocrites.
Oh,
They can't help themselves.
100%. Yeah. You know, I was talking with somebody the other day, and there's lots of times I've been really worried about the kind of world I'm leaving for the kids and everything, and somebody said something to me that it's not the end of the world, it's the end of their world. You know, this cabal, they're just really pulling out all the stops. They're behind schedule. They're getting the rugs pulled out from under them left and right, and the truth keeps coming out, and you know, God keeps winning.
That's
so
right.
It's really it's the end of their world, and
They're getting very desperate about it too.
Oh yeah, they'll run out of rope before too long.
Yeah.
But you know, and I just thought about that. I'm like, this is a better way to look at it, because it's easy to get, you know, to doom and be like, oh, this is it. This is the end. You know.
Right.
And that's not the way to be. We gotta keep positive. We gotta be the light for people. Keep shining, and you know. Oh man, I just want to encourage everybody not to lose hope. So it's going to be okay.
That's right.
We're not losing hope out here. That's for sure. We're keeping the hope in
Amen,
alive.
hallelujah. Yeah, and it's gonna be awesome. God's gonna do His thing, and it's gonna be for His name's sake, and it's gonna be so cool. And we're so lucky to be alive at a time to get to see it. You know.
That's right.
I think people will be talking about it for a long time. But
you have 1 minute remaining.
Well, hey, there's no little 1 minute warning, so. Well, I'm so thankful for you guys.
Do you want to go ahead and give your gifts and go out just real quick?
Oh, yeah, I guess I can if I can find it. I don't know. My wife's on there. She can put it on there.
Rachel, can you get it?
That's why I
Can
got
you put
married
it
for
up? I
stuff
think
like
they
that.
did.
I can't keep
Our
up with
mods
stuff.
got it. Our mods.
It's already up in the live stream. We got it all covered for you.
Oh, yeah, that's number 2 reason why I got married. Number 1 is because she's my best friend, but number 2 is I don't have to keep up with stuff. I love you, baby. Just keep a little bit for me, and I'll get the next guy out here for you, okay?
All right. You have a good evening, Jared.
All right. Thank you, Patriot.
All right. Okay.
Love you.
For you.
He's such a positive guy, right?
All right, you guys, I'm going to remind everybody, go to the Christmas drive that the Patriot Mail Project has going on. They have a live auction, silent auction happening, and all the proceeds do go to the January 6th families. They have a lot of really great things out there. There is a We the People Bible signed by all the guys inside. There are several pre-copies of the art of, what is it called? American Gulag Chronicles, the art of incarceration.
Oh.
And so some of those are on there. I believe there is a Trooper, 1791 Trooper shirt out there. Okay.
The highest item on the auction.
Oh, I'll tell you what, did you sign it, Trooper?
Oh, no.
Oh, it would have been worth so much more.
You better tell them signed. Yeah, that's right. When is it close? When does your shirt close? You don't know?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, Patriot Mail Project has done so much work for all the Jan Sixers and their families, and the holiday season is a really rough time, and so many of these guys that are incarcerated were the breadwinners for their families. So it's so important, that we help them out. Many of them, like Mr. Jonatakis that has just been detained. He has 5 kids under the age of 19, and he's not the only one. There are a lot of kids signed up on that list, and I can tell you from, they helped Peyton that first year that guy was taken in. They really helped my family have a Christmas, and Paula and Marie Goodwin, they work tirelessly to ensure that these funds go to the families, and I can tell you what, God bless them. That's one of the lights. There's so many lights in this dark that we have had since January 6th, and so please go to Patriot Mail Project, go to the Christmas drive. If you're going to send cards out, make sure that you go to the updates because they do move our people around quite a bit. Tommy Smith just got moved, so there will be an update about him, and they're taking people in every day. So that's just a reminder about that. And January 6th is coming up, and we encourage everyone to be with us here January 6th and commemorate that day. We are going to be meeting at the Ellipse, and we're going to be walking from the Ellipse and take the path over to the Capitol that day and lay flowers for the 4 that were murdered that day in Bryan Signick the next day. And we're going to commemorate that, and then we're going to come out here in the corner and we're going to have our vigil. And that day, no matter what side of the aisle that you fall on, that day absolutely has changed our nation and has sent ripples even around the world. And it is a day to commemorate. And if you can't stand here with us, which I encourage you to do, because there is a lot of fear around January 6th, and there's a lot of empowerment coming here to this city. So I encourage you to come here and stand with us. But if you can't, please go out into your community. Tammy has, she has started vigils in 2 other locations, and you can go on January 6th, that Saturday, and you can have a vigil where people are detained in your state, or go to your courthouse. And, Susie, who, Ohio Navy nom, many of you know her out there. Last year, she just had a fold-out board, and she had information on all our patriots that were murdered that day. And, she stood out there and she had conversations with people, and that's what you can do in your community. This is what we have to do. So please, if you can't be here with us, please go out in your community. You can dial in with us and sing the national anthem at 9 o'clock. And, let's just be united that day. And we have a phone call from one of our patriots.
Thank you, Nicole.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tammy? It's Frank. How are you? Frank Justino.
Hey, Frank. How are you doing?
Not bad. Did I talk to you recently, or was the last time we spoke was in America's First Warehouse in New York?
I think the last time we spoke was in America's First Warehouse, so yeah.
It's good talking to you again. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's a nice evening out here. We have some reporters out from Sky News in the UK, and this gentleman would like to ask you a couple questions if you don't mind.
Sure, go for it.
All right.
Hello, Frank.
Hi, what's going on? Sky
hi.
News?
Okay, yeah, my name's James Matthews. I'm from Sky News in the UK. Thank you
Hi,
for...
nice to meet you.
And you, thanks for giving us the time. I just have a couple of questions because I realise you have Tina and others to speak to. Can you tell me, first of all, your full name, Frank, and would you spell your name, just for the tape?
You want me to spell my name, you said?
Yes, please.
Sure, it's Frank Rocco, that's R-O-C-C-O. Last name is Justino. G-I-U-S-E-I-N-O. Justino. It actually means justice in Italian.
Right, okay. Frank, tell me, first of all, can you tell me what you were convicted of, and what do you think of that conviction and your current circumstances?
Wait one second. What's up, Don? Oh, you want to listen? Sorry. No, we just have my friend Don here. He's just chilling here. I was charged a couple of years back with parading, and there was a couple other charges, but I took the plea bargain earlier this year on parading. So, since then, I mean, it's been a wild ride, but I just had a sentence last week. I represent myself pro se, and I'm just now, dealing with the sentence, I guess, with some time served, and I should be out of here, with the next couple to a few weeks.
People here are gathered and demonstrate about what they see as injustice. They want an investigation into how you and others in your situation have been treated. What do you say to that?
You mean an investigation into the January 6th protest as a whole?
The protest and the conviction of yourself and others for their actions that day.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the writing's on the wall. I mean, it was total malarkey. People that were there will tell you firsthand, whether they were arrested or arrested or convicted or not. It was a completely different experience because there, it was very, very peaceful, and all of a sudden it just kind of got out of hand because there were some provocateurs. I witnessed them up there at the front myself. I wasn't at the very front, but I definitely saw the escalation between peaceful protests to something that was I thought a vicious demonstration of overreach by the Capitol Police. We were tear gassed first, and there were provocateurs that seemingly did not seem like Trump supporters. I think they were there with not the best reason, and it was a different experience. People on the outside heard from the media, the Capitol's under attack, and then you had people that were there that were going to just peacefully protest, and it was, certain places I'm sure were saw more action than others, for lack of a better word, but a lot of the people there didn't even see a lot of the violence that did happen go on, and they were just kind of in the aftermath. And it was when they left that day, they were told by their friends and family and loved ones on the outside almost like a completely different story than what was told as if you were there. So, it definitely got heated for sure. I saw things there that definitely shouldn't have happened, but it was grossly exaggerated. And if you were there, it does not match the narrative that is being portrayed on the outside. So, that's a fact.
You mentioned Donald Trump. Were you inspired to do what you did that day by Donald Trump?
Inspired to do this by Donald Trump and his wife.
Sorry, Frank?
You're asking what I inspired? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Frank. Sorry, let me repeat.
Yes.
Were you inspired to do what you did that day on January the 6th by Donald Trump?
Well, when you said was I inspired to do this on January 6th by Donald Trump, to do what exactly? Do you mean go to the Capitol to protest? What? Can can you phrase the question a little bit for me, if you don't mind?
Yes, to go to the Capitol and to do what you were convicted of.
Well, no, I mean, I was not inspired by anybody to do any sort of conviction. I mean, the way I see it, I never really committed a crime. A lot of people didn't commit any crimes. They were just there to peacefully protest and redress their grievances to the representatives like they're constitutionally supposed to. You know, it's our right to peacefully protest, especially to our representatives, you know, during something such as important as the election and what many believe was not a fair election or manipulated election. So, you know, there's no man that's going to tell me to do anything. So, you know, as much as I respect Trump, and, you know, I think he's a good guy, I really do like him, you know, my main reasons for going to the Capitol that day were certainly not to cause any trouble. It wasn't even to go into the building or any specific place. It was just to simply add to the many voices there that were crying out loud for so long that entire year because of what they saw in their own communities. I mean, people need to realize that January 6th didn't start on January 6th. It took a whole year of people's communities getting shut down, medical tyranny. I have family that works in the medical field. They were told horrible things during the COVID lockdown, things to do, breaking rules. The mail carriers, by the police officers, during that whole year during the lockdown. I mean, people were agitated, not even so much at the election, it was everything leading up to the election. So, again, Trump didn't make me do anything. I went down there because I almost didn't go down there, to be truthful. I was kind of halfway into it because I actually wasn't feeling that great that day. So I'm like, I might go, but I want to go for what I believe in, and what I believe in is to, you know, demonstrate, but do it peacefully, and not, there just happened to be a very small group of people there that didn't agree with doing things peacefully. And to be honest, I think most Trump supporters that were there condemn the violence, and they condemn those people that I don't really even believe were Trump supporters. I think that there were people that did not belong, and they were there to start trouble. And I don't think that was of any fault of Donald Trump himself. Yeah. And, you know, I think people should start listening to January 6ers, their side of the story, because I'm sure a lot of them are saying what I'm saying. And, you know, we're independent thinkers, too. Trump is not an overlord, right? We're not some hive minds. We have our own individual sovereignty and our own individual choice. We're all adults. But all the people there that were there that day felt like they were being unheard, right? In their own communities, in politics, by the representatives. So that's why they went. And again, it was not this crazy, you know, violent protest that everybody makes it, you know, that the media is making it out to be. So I went there on my own device. He didn't make me do anything, nor did he help me to, you know, go into a Capitol building or anything. He just told us, you know, peacefully protest. As he said, I think he tweeted it, and to go there peacefully. And that's what many of us set out to do. And none of us wanted, you know, what happened that day, you know? And I think that story really needs to set the record straight.
Yeah. And finally, Frank, and I won't take just one last question. We're looking at a potential scenario where Donald Trump will be convicted for events on January the 6th, and he could be incarcerated. I just wonder, what do you think of that?
I mean, it's certainly a kangaroo court. The same stuff that Trump seems to be dealing with right now is the same thing that J6ers have been dealing with firsthand. So, you know, a lot of us have not been heard in the courts. A lot of us have been turned away by the courts, and questions not answered. You know, indictments and warrants and filings not even properly signed. I'm hearing so much from other J6ers how a lot of their documents, their legal documents, have not even their actual name of dates that are completely incorrect. I mean, the whole thing is a mess. And the problem is, especially somebody who's pro se, a lot of matter representation, and you're not getting an answer from a lot of these.
Frank, sorry, you're cutting out. Could you just tell me the last 20 seconds again?
Am I all right?
I can hear you now. Can you hear? go back 20 seconds, Frank. The question was, we're looking at a potential scenario where Donald Trump himself will be incarcerated for events on January the 6th. I wonder what you think of that.
I think the whole thing is basically a show. It's outrageous, just the seemingly two-tier justice system we have right now going on, depending on what your views are. I think Trump's going to make it out all right. I think America's going to make it out all right. I think humanity as a whole is going to make it out all right. I think we're going through some growing pains. And at the end of the day, we need to remember, no matter what side of the political aisle that you're on, civil discourse and listening to each other and miscommunication is, I believe, the root of all evilness. We need to all learn how to communicate. We need to listen. We need to realize that no one person is above the other. They're treating each other as equals, including, these judges and the people that they're so-called presiding over. So, there's an oath of office issue going on right now in the courts. And, not only are a lot of these alleged judicial officers not following their oath of office, but they are not even signing the proper ones. So I think Trump's going to make it out all right. I think he'll aware of what's going on, and it's just a matter of time. But I think everybody, the most important advice I could give, even to Trump, you just got to work on yourself and stay aligned with your Creator, with God, and take care of yourself. And I think everything's going to work out. But we all need to remember that we're all in this mess together, and it's going to take some. I think discourse and talking and having real serious conversations to get out of it.
All right. Frank, listen, I'm very grateful for your time. Thank you very much indeed. I'm going to hand you back now, but thank you. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Wonderful. No problem. Thanks for having me on.
I got it right here. So
All right, we're back.
Hi, was that good?
That was great. You did a great job.
All right, good. Nice. Is this now over there at the Vigil? Is this like over a speaker? What I'm speaking on, or how does this work exactly?
So we have a speaker and a microphone, and I put my phone to the microphone, and then it goes through the speaker, so everybody can hear every word you say.
Wonderful. Great. I think that's at some point. I don't know if that's right. That was kind of funny.
You're
But
getting
yeah,
out a little bit.
I want to say, I think, we're doing all right. Scooter's taking, care of us. If there's anything else, Tammy, you want to ask me before I get on, I guess.
Do you have a Gifts and Go, Frank, that you would like to put out?
Sure. So, it's what's the website? I'm still getting used to it. I've hardly even used it so far. Gifts and Go. Okay. It's Gifts and...
You have 1 minute remaining.
we'll get it up there.
1 second. So it's giftsandgo.com/Frank Rocco. FrankRocco. That's giftsandgo.com/Frank Rocco. FrankRocco.
Awesome, Frank. Well, thank you so much for calling in tonight. It was great to hear from you, and we will hear from you soon.
He is here.
Sure, thank you so much. Thanks to you, Tammy, Sky News. I appreciate it.
Thank
All
you,
right, good night,
Patriot.
There's about time here, Aussie.
Oh, we have a minute. I'm going to go ahead and do roll call while we have a second.
Oh, Trina.
All right, for those lives lost on January 6th, Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boylan, Kevin Grayson, Benjamin Phillips, and on the next day, Officer Brian Sicknick, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
For those detained, Justin Adams, Michael Adams, Thomas Adams, Tommy Allen, Chris Alberts, Russell Alford, Noah Bacon, Edward Badalion, Daniel Ball, Thomas Ballard, Logan Barnhart, Richard Barnett, Pauline Bauer, Julio Bequero, Matthew Bedingfield, Luke Bender, Joe Biggs, Aiden Billiard, Craig Bingert, Joshua Black, Matthew Bledsoe, Kenneth Bonowitz, Dominic Fox, Brandon Bradshaw, Larry Brock,
Jeffrey Brown, Jeremy Brown, Mark Brew, Daniel Caldwell, William Calhoun, Jared Cantrell, Cale Clayton, Stephen Capuccio, Matthew Caspel, Donald Chilcote, Shondale Chilcote, William Crestman, Reed Christensen, Josiah Colt, Mason Corson, Bruno Kua, Matthew De Silva, Nicholas DiCarlo, Nathan DeGrave, David Dempsey, Lucas Denny, Robert Dennis, Timothy DeJargan, Michael Dickinson, Charles Donahoe, Joshua Doolin, Michael Eckerman, Jolene Ecker, James Elliott, Daniel Egvet, Isaiah Farnsworth, Brandon Fellows, Kyle Fitzsimons, Kevin Galato, Mitchell Gardner, Robert Gieswein, Vincent Gillespie, Frank Quistano, Vitaly Goshchenkowski, Jeffrey Grace, James Grant, Matthew Green, Tony Griffith, Brian Gunderson, Joseph Hackett, Stacy Hager, Timothy Hale, Kenneth Harrelson, Johnny Harris, Richard Harris, Joshua Haynes, Stephanie Hazelton, Donald Hazard, Albuquerque Head, Andrew Hernandez, Joshua Hernandez, Eric Herrera, Joshua Hughes, Jared Hughes, Brian Jackson, Shane Jenkins, Douglas Jensen, Justin Jersey, Joshua Johnson, Taylor Jonatakis, David Judd, Leo Kelly, Ryan Kelly, Julian Guitar, Frederico Klein, Matthew Kroll, Nicholas Langren, Daniel Leeden, Joseph Leeden, Luke Lind, Joshua Lawler, Kevin Lyons, Deneen McAndrew, Marcus Malley, Christian Manley, Cody Matisse, James Malt, Christopher Maurer, Mark Mazza, Ronald McAbee, Patrick McCoffey, James McGrew, David McAfee, Sean McHugh, Jeffrey McKellop, James McNamara, Connie Meggs, Kelly Meggs, Jonathan Mellis, Rodney Millstreet, Matthew Miller, Jordan Mink, Robert Menuda, Landon Mitchell, Corinne Matani, Catherine Morrison, David Marshall, Robert Morse, Christopher Moynihan, Jonathan Munifo, John Nassif, Marshall Neef, Daryl Neely, Brian Nichols, Kirsten Niemela, Gregory Nix, Ethan Nordine, Nicholas Ox, Grady Owens, Jared Owens, Jason Owens, Joseph Padilla, Robert Palmer, Michael Perkins, Dominic Pizzola, Daniel Phipps, Mark Ponder, Sean Price, Joshua Pruitt, Anthony Puma, Chris Quaglin, Barry Ramey, Guy Reffitt, Zach Reel, Nariana Reiner, Stuart Rhodes, Howard Richardson, George Riley, Thomas Robertson, James Robinson, Linwood Robinson, Michael Roche, Jonathan Rockholt, Daniel Rodriguez, Greg Rubenecker, Jeffrey Sable, Brian Samsel, Ronald Sandlin, Salvador Sandoval, Robert Sanford, Peter Schwartz, Daniel Scott, Christian Secor, Hunter Seafried, Kevin Seafried, Grayson Sherrill, Jonathan Schroyer, Alexander Shepard, Thomas Civic, Jeffrey Sills, Mikhail Sly, Charles Smith, Tommy Smith, Audrey Southard, Hatchet Speed, Vaughn St. Cyr, Peter Stager, Shelley Stallings, Patrick Stedman, Laura Steele, Tristan Stevens, John Strand, Andrew Taki, Enrique Tario, Curtis Tate, George Tenney, Jacob Thayers, Isaac Thomas, Devlin Thompson, Dustin Thompson, Edward Vallejo, Salvatore Vasello, Jessica Watkins, William Watson, Matthew Webler, Thomas Webster, Bradley Weeks, Sandra Weir, Jack Witten, Anthony Williams, Riley Williams, Timothy Williams, Duke Wilson, Ricky Wilden, Shane Woods, Chris Worrell, John Wright, Gregory Yetman, Isaac Yoder, Kyle Young. And those we've lost to suicide, Christopher Georgia, Matthew Perna, Mark Unks, and George Meacham. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Do we have a call? Do we have a call? Okay. Let's say her name. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, James.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, just
This is
living
James
the
Grant.
living the
Yeah, go
American
ahead.
dream out here on Freedom Corner.
Hey,
Out there on Freedom Corner, right next to the graveyard.
That's
Me
right.
every night. But thank you guys for being out there, and thank you guys for reading all those names. And you know, it really just hits home when you read it like that. And I'm going in tomorrow. 2 days it'll be 23 months. So on January 6th of 2023, it'll have been 2 years in here. And so many people lost so much on January 6th, and you know, it's just one of those events in history that's going to take some fixing on the narrative. And I think the narrative was really flipped around backwards the entire time. And I think Winston Churchill said the truth, a lie is halfway around the world before the truth gets its pants on. And I think that was true in this case. And
Absolutely.
I think, yeah, and you know, thank you guys, everyone listening and everyone supporting for doing your part to help change the narrative. And I know. And I am looking forward to getting on Twitter for the first time ever when I get out. I think Elon Musk, from what I've heard, I've never had a Twitter. People always told me to get one. But, I mean, I guess it was doable at first, and then the censorship, it really started to get out of control around when Trump was in office. And, you know, in some ways it was the best of times and the worst of times because they tried to really accelerate things when Trump was in office. But, you know, it kind of made them push their plans forward for... And now it's like you can't even, you know, the internet is, they're trying to sanitize every corner of the internet that doesn't agree with their positions, and it's just crazy. And we're at such a crossroads, and we're at such a unique time in history that it's really, it's important to take a stand, you know, speak up for what you believe in, if it's right, and make a courageous decision.
Right.
And, you know, like I always say, the First Amendment isn't there for easy speech, and, you know, groups used to, you know, represent Ku Klux Klan members. I think the ACLU used to do this, and they used to represent groups specifically that they didn't agree with. And I think this is more back in the 60s and 70s, but they used to make it a point to, again, you know, represent people in court and take up lawsuits on behalf of free speech. And it's like, where has that gone? Because I don't think the ACLU, you know, to any, you know, I've been in jail for 2 years, but before that, they were...
You have 1 minute remaining.
You know, they were the harbingers of, and I got a minute left here, but yeah, just things have changed, and the censorship has ramped up so much. But again, it'll be a short visit here, short call. They kind of just squeezed me in, so I want to thank everyone for coming out there. This has been James Grant. You can go.com/free James Grant. Free James. Sorry,
Free James.
Free James. That's it.
All right. Awesome,
But
James.
thank you guys.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for calling in, and we'll hear from you again
Love
soon.
you, Patriots!
Thanks, Sammy.
Love
Bye, y'all.
you.
Hi, Mama.
All right.
Hi, Margaret.
Oliver. sit around and see what we're the real Gen Sixers.
She's a patriot who was let down by the system. I'm screaming for the fallen, so
Seems to be going out more.
Air Force veteran, wrapped in a trunk.
Oliver,
Trunk 24.
what happened? You scared? Too white?
We about to get it right. They can try and try, but the storm is
Oliver, woo!
Never feel your pain, but just know your daughter's life won't be taken in vain. Shout out Sarah McAfee, yeah, I'm sending you straight. I hope they let your husband out of that prison today. Ashley served in Afghanistan, she served in Iraq, and she died. So much senseless attack. Yeah, we waited
You want it
for
closer or?
Ashley was innocent. Mainstream will cover with they honest and ignorant. If a white girl shot a black man, they would say that's different. But the story didn't fit the agenda they pitching. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt. We feeling your energy. Say her name, Ashley Babbitt. This song for your memory. They want you locked in your home without God and alone. Don't want you looking up Dr. Sebi and Robert Malone. The truth locked on your phone. They call the shots when they phone. These politicians and these doctors, they are not in control. Young burger in the things that the Lord created, so it can be seen. Tired of the fake trending all over the place. We want to be. There's no fewer faces blazing to hiding underneath all the fancy clips and trauma that came from this.
Oh, that's actually Buckingham.
We went down to the
Yes, Buckingham.
Thank you for
I don't like to give her airtime.
Hello, Tammy. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How you doing, Chris?
I'm all right. I'm just here to BS with you. The guys started a little late. I came out of a room and they're like, "What room? What number do you want me to call?" I'm like, "Really, guys? Really? Like, I literally set you up." And they're like, "Well, what list do you want to?" No. Everyone's grown men. Come on.
You gotta corral them like feral cats.
No. It's gotta be like before, so that's fine. So we're rocking. Everyone's rocking. I just wanted to give an update. Listen, first I wanted to say thank you to everyone who did the 23-page.
Oh yes.
Transcript. I want to say thank you. Someone's reading it right across the table from me right now, and they just keep on saying, "Are you serious right now? You actually said this?"
Yep, you did. I was here.
I'm like, oh yeah, and that was a rough draft. Like that had to be rewritten about 4 or 5 different times. But now I'm done with it. Like it's done. So my lawyer begs me, do not send it to my lawyer, or do not send it to the judge. Do not send it to the judge.
Okay.
But and he said and no, he's thanking me today to not send it to the judge. Because we might have to actually go to sentencing. And I go, oh, if we're going to sentencing, is going to be sent to the judge before I go to sentence him. He goes, you can't say this. I go, no. This is why no one will remember your name. I need a Leonidas.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to say that I have 2 copies of it now, and 100% it will be sent out to someone. Tammy, look out for it. It'll be sent to someone, and then it'll be sent out, and then it will 100% at the drop of the dime, email, boom, 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 see you later. And because I'm not just talking stuff, I'm sick and tired of this. It's disgusting. And I understand I have 2 minutes until Sable gets on, but I have Sable's actually arguing with someone right now. So I'm going to remind him that he's not arguing, but no, I mean we got 11 minutes.
I know, 2 minutes till he has to call that.
But it's crazy. Like, I just don't talk this stuff. I don't care. He goes, hold on, you can't. We're going to go to sentencing. You can't say this. No. Oh, absolutely I can. I'm disgusted with this, what happened.
Yeah.
And if it's myself and it's the only other ones that went hard throughout his whole trial was really like Stuart Rhodes. And I'm not comparing myself to him in the slightest, right? So don't even get it twisted. I'm just saying, because I didn't even have a trial. I kept on listening to the lawyers and this and this and this and that. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. F that. I'm doing it. I am at least giving my 2 cents in.
No shit.
Hold on 1 second. Let me yell at Sable. Hey, Sable. It's time
Shocking
for you to clock in.
Right?
So anyway, Sable's about to call him.
All right.
No, I'm not. I don't care anymore. What are you gonna do? And he goes, we could get you below the sentencing.
Well, what are you gonna do?
They're probably going to put you in prison for 20 years, so that's
Well, that's fine. It might as well be 20 as opposed to 10. I mean, at that point, I don't care. I don't care. They go, oh, well, 10 years is big. If I spend 20 years if I spend 20 years in prison because of what I did, as opposed to 10 years in prison, guess what? I'm still coming out in the same shithole that there's no point. Might as well stay in prison. Because I can tell you right now, prison is a shithole.
These are all
And I can
terrible
tell you
ideas.
if I actually serve 10 years in prison for the crimes that I'm allegedly have committed, then guess what? In 10 years, or in 5 years, or in 8 years, America's going to be a shithole. It doesn't matter whether it's 20 years from now or 10 years from now.
You're right.
It's still going to be a shithole.
Yeah.
If we don't win in the next year,
That's true. He's not wrong,
that's
though.
it.
I hate to say it, he's not wrong.
Who gives a shit?
I mean, not me.
Who cares?
Obviously not you.
Who cares?
Now we're going to be safe for
Stable. Listen, I am just digging myself 1 year deeper at a time. If you don't get on the,
I think the judge is going to go by 5 years at a time.
Stable's like walking back to his tablet, like all nonchalant. I'm like, no, Stable, you don't get it. Like, I'm literally digging myself deeper 1 year at a time. The longer I talk, the deeper I go.
Maybe we should just cut it off now.
I don't care though. Listen, guess what? If you think this is bad, shameless self-promotion over here. January 6th, January 6th is going to be Sable has softened what I've written,
Oh.
and he doesn't even want his name to be associated with it.
Oh.
No. Sable has said, "Oh, dude, you got to rewrite this. You got to rewrite this. You got to rewrite this. You can't say this. No.
I had similar advice.
And dude, and I'm done with it. And he goes, and I'm done with it after this. And he is done with it. So from now on, it's all on me. So, but I can tell you right now, if you guys enjoyed America's Past, and Tammy, I know you did. If you enjoyed America's Past, you're gonna love this.
Okay.
It makes America's Past seem like a nursery rhyme.
Oh.
Well,
Hey.
Yeah.
Cannot wait for that bedtime reading.
So patriots of all ages, sing. You can say this January 6th story that a bunch of people who are already sentenced, and we just kind of proofread it. And, I didn't write it again. Don't. I redact what I said before.
All right.
No, it's all said and done. But it's all about the truth. I don't care at this point. I don't care. I've taken a road that many people haven't taken, and it is what it is. I don't care.
Well, I mean, you have a lot of great Chris.
Sammy, you know the road I've already. You've been told, at least I'm sure you've been told by the people through Northern Act and everything else. You know the road that I've taken. I just don't care.
Yeah. I understand where you're coming from, Chris. I mean, if I was in your position, I'd probably feel the same way. When you have a government that has taken everything from you, what else do you have to lose?
What else do you have to lose?
That's right.
I was a strong-spoken electrician from New Jersey. That was the Patriot. And this is who you turned me into. So it is what it is.
Thanks a lot, government. I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry, Chris. I really am.
Anyway,
I'm very sorry about what's happened to you and so many others.
Sable and Ball
are coming right on.
Yeah, they're coming
Yeah,
up.
they're actually calling right now, so I'm
Dude,
going to
you are really cutting this close there, Sable. No, you got 4 minutes. Sable's got 4 minutes. He just turned 8:56.
Yeah, so we're going to get. So I'm going to let you go, Chris, because they're on the other phone. Love you, Chris.
I'm sorry. Ladies, I love you. I love you all. All right. You guys there?
Yes, we are right here. We're finishing up with Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
Hold on, I gotta turn the fan off. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Well, I just want to turn the fan off. All right. Now it's quieter a little bit. Hey, how are you guys out there in Freedom Corner?
We're toasty warm.
You're totally flying.
Toasty warm. We're eternal flames, yes.
Toasty warm. Toasty warm?
That's it.
Toasty warm. I got toasty warm.
Yeah.
Hey. Cops are working. All right. And it is 8:57. Let me give the 3-minute warning. Hold on. 3 minutes! Hey there. All right, we got the howling monkeys that are howling. That would probably be me and Daniel right now.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, guys. Hey, how are you?
We're good. How are you?
Good. Pretty good, thank you. Is it cold out there?
No.
No?
No, we got Indian summer.
I didn't hear a word of that.
That's
Somebody got a heat source.
A heat source,
That's
okay.
it.
Hey, I got a question for you guys.
Oh, layers. What's the question?
We heard a rumor that we have been unable to verify, and that is that Elon Musk either tweeted or X'd out something about us J6ers, and with all the evidence coming out that he supports us being released until they can do a thorough investigation. However, that's a rumor we heard in here, and we have not been able to confirm that. Has anybody heard that?
Tammy's going to confirm it right now.
So that is true. He did say that. He actually said this has gone too far.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now that another Hollywood actor
Okay,
has
'cause
been
we've
arrested,
heard-
then it's gone too far now. I don't know what the first 1,000 men were not too far. You know, I don't know why, but now it's gone too far.
2003.
Yeah.
And 3 years later.
And that was to all of his 128 million followers?
Yeah. Oh, I think he's got more than that now.
Wow. That's substantial.
It absolutely is.
That's more than half of the people in the United States. Yeah. Hey, it's 8:59. Let me say the 1 minute warning and get doing to what we do. So hold on.
All right.
Hold on. 1 minute! Building anthem. You're right. Maybe a third. About a third. 358, 40%. Two fifths. All right. Yeah. All right. Look, 3-7. All right, what about that? And we're there, ready, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, I did not grab my pen. You guys there?
We're right here.
Okay. All right. I'm going to leave Daniel with you for a minute. I'm going to go grab a pen. Hold on. Daniel, you're on. What's going on, guys? What do we got?
I don't know.
Random words of wisdom, Mr. Sables. Please go ahead.
Well, you know, tomorrow we have the IRS whistleblowers for Hunter Biden will be testifying at the Oversight House Committee tomorrow morning.
Nice. Well, I got the words of wisdom. wisdom, Sable would always like me to have. It's from Edward Snowden. It's a quote from Edward Snowden. It goes like this. When exposing a crime is treated as committing a crime, you are being ruled by criminals.
That's right.
Quote.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And it's a straight quote or not.
Hey, I'm back. Hey, I have a small request. That Elon Musk tweet. Could somebody do me a favor and please text that or message that to me so I can show some of the, I won't say negative Nancy's, I will say some of the people that are like, nah, that's 100% BS. That'd be awesome if somebody could do that.
Yep, Tammy's on it.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Other than that, I don't know if you guys talked about anything current or anything else in the news while I was gone. Did they tease you with their knowledge, Dan?
They did. Well, I want to tell you again, please.
Oh.
One more time.
Well, Nicole was talking about committee hearings tomorrow. There are a couple important committee hearings. One's in the Senate and one is in the Congress. So we're not sure exactly which one we're going to yet, but one of them is
The IRS whistleblowers for Hunter Biden, and the other one is oversight of the FBI in the Senate.
With our favorite professional witness, Christopher Wray, will be there again tomorrow.
Yeah, Christopher Wray will once again be having the art of not ever answering a question.
He'll be lying to the American people right in front of Congress, and he'll talk 20 minutes around a question he never answers.
Well, perhaps we'll talk about ghost buses. Perhaps we'll talk about FBI informants, confidential sources, maybe even other agencies that were involved with nefarious activities, perhaps.
Let's hope
Don't
so.
know. We'll see where the evidence leads us, and hopefully the truth prevails, righteousness prevails.
I appreciate, I didn't know about the Elon Musk tweet until you mentioned it. So, to me, that's good news. That is, people finally opening their eyes. And I think, there is a lot of footage of police misbehavior that day that has been, coming out steadily. There's still so much more to come out, but there has been a lot of policeman misconduct out on those videos. So, maybe Elon's turned an eye to a couple of them, and maybe he does finally feel like enough is enough, and maybe he will have that influence over American people to finally take a proper look.
Yeah. And that's it. Take a look. Say again?
No, well, that's what we do need to take a look. You're right. And when we think about this whole situation where it's, the people that are accused of the crimes asking for the evidence to come forward and the politicians saying no, that pretty much says it all right there. So that should say to the American people that these are things that we need to see. Absolutely.
Yeah. But until then, we wait. We wait. And we wait. And we wait.
Right.
And I should keep going.
Keep going 1,061 days.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm at.
Well, I think the total is 1,061. So whenever you are arrested, minus 1,061-ish. I know Storms people will have it exactly.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah, I got arrested on January 22nd, so 61 minus 22 puts us at what, 39?
Yeah, sure, something like that.
Somewhere
I'll
there.
trust you on that.
Yeah.
You're the math man, so I'll trust you on that.
I am not a mathematician, nor am I a math magician. I do math longhand.
Me too.
All right, Mr. Ball, what were your words of wisdom?
About words of wisdom again was when exposing a crime is treated as committing a crime, you are being ruled by criminals. That's Edward Snowden quote, actually. I was one more thing, a little just judgment call that I was making is that I was watching Scripps News earlier, and I was seeing them try to tote the party line like they always do, and they just had the sense about them that they knew, like, why are we wasting our time? sense I got from them. You know, they know they're being defeated. They know they are. We're winning this fight, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep pressing on, informing our neighbors, waking up everybody we can to the fact that there's an evil globalist cult out there trying to enslave us. And but we're winning. We're winning.
And if I could add to that, if anybody is in the know of nefarious stuff, even if you've been complicit in it, I highly suggest you make some phone calls. You talk to some people that, I won't say a get out of jail free card, but it'll be a much softer landing. Do the right thing. All right. Other than that, as far as being able to see anything that's the J6 videos, go to stophate.com. I believe there's a link there that links to the new videos that Congress is releasing. And of course, if you want to get involved, I got to throw it out there. Go to precinctstrategy.com. Check it out. If you want to get involved, you have to get involved. We, the people, have to get involved and use our voice or lose our voice. What else? As far as that, same old stuff in here. It's just another day. Guys working out, guys watching TV, playing Scrabble, card games. We keep a tidy, clean house in here. Some of the new guys are going to have to get smacked around a bit because they're leaving their bowls around, which we literally throw away. And eventually, when they don't have any bowls, they're going to be like, "Oh, Mom's not here to take care of me." But for the most part, it's a good group. It's the same stuff as always. We're just keep an eye on each other, and you know, some people get down a little bit, and we bring them up. I don't know. Throw us a question or two while we're here.
Well, you know, actually, because you were talking about, I said to Mickey one day, you know, Jeff always says it's Groundhog Day in there, but it's Hotel California for us out here.
Yeah. Deja vu again.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Also, Jeff, you were talking about telling our neighbors and stuff, and oddly enough, we had somebody from our Eckington neighbor read an article about Freedom Corner and come down here and join us tonight. So we actually have informed a neighbor tonight. Yeah.
Well,
winning hearts and minds in D.C.
One at a time. It's one at a time.
You gotta take them how you get them.
All right, guys. Yep. Dan,
thank you all so much. We love you very much.
All right, and you guys go to policestatefilm.net. Check it out. Also, if you want to freak out your family about your presidential family, check out BidenLaptopMedia.com. Once again, BidenLaptopMedia.com. And other than that, thank you guys for all that you do. God bless you, and God bless America.
Good night, Patriots. Good night, Jeff.
All right, Greta didn't get us. Y'all want to come down for our last song? Where's Tammy? She's right here. Not in the U. I'm in the U.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. To be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
It's our time to shine.
American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
All the way.
Storm, when is that auction that y'all are doing? Is it tomorrow or Wednesday? All right, everybody go check out Storm and David's auction for on Wednesday. Oh, and Sherry, she's going to be back on the 8th, I think. Oh, okay. So anyway, so go check out their auction so they can stay here on Freedom Corner and pray for me. I'm going to pray for you. We'll see you tomorrow night, guys. We love you.
Good night, Miss Katie.
I'll say that but all the way down to the end.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us and staying with us. We love you. We will see you tomorrow night. You pray for me, I will pray for you. Good night.